Yeah, there is this question from our social media platform and goes this way. I just met this guy and we've gone on the first date, which he paid for our first date. At the restaurant, we went for a dinner. I want to know if that is accordance or should I, the lady, also invite him on a date whereby I also pay for that date.
She also settled the bills.
Yeah, she has to do the bills. Or should she just leave it, make the guy they do
Just
not
the
being a man.
yeah.
The guy is a gentleman now.
I think I love that.
Now she
I think I like that. She also has this sense of duty. She if she had the thought,
hmm
definitely she knew she could also do something.
yeah,
Yeah, and I'm sure she likes the guy.
I'm sure.
She
I'm
likes the
sure.
guy. That's why she said the guy took her on a date for the first time.
Yeah,
He paid the bills,
yeah,
and now she's considering maybe she should pay the bills
yeah.
or
The
she
second
should
time.
just let
Yeah.
the guy continue in that
And
way.
continue being a gentleman.
I think she has two choices there.
Okay.
She may not necessarily take up the bills, but she can also, make a contribution. Probably she just said that, oh, this time when they go out,
Yeah.
let me undo this, you undo that.
Yeah.
She might decide to take up certain bills
Okay.
while she decide to let the guy also take up certain bills,
That's
so
it.
that she's speaking for herself in a way.
Yeah.
She wants the guy to know that in this relationship, if you spend 100 Ghana cedis, I'm ready to spend 50 Ghana cedis.
Is that what if that's not what she's thinking? What if she wants to know not because she feels the guy is being a gentleman, but she wants to know and probably want to be on a safer side, knowing that it's something a man is supposed to do. What if that's what she wants to know?
Yes.
Because what if she's not working? What if she doesn't have the money to fit up any bills? What if that's why she wants? What if she's looking for a way out?
Well, I think I want to appreciate her in fairness to her.
Okay,
If
at
at
least she
least
still wants to know.
if she could seek other people's opinion
Yeah.
about what she's going through right now,
Yeah.
that somebody had spent certain amount for me, my first experience with him,
Yeah.
will it be okay if I also spend for him? I think she, in her fairness, well, some may be deceptive. She might be looking for a way out.
Yeah.
Probably she felt what the guy spent the first time was a bit huge, and
Yeah.
can she make up with that?
Yeah.
But naturally, I think she's a bit fair. She's a bit fair. She has a good question. That's a good one. Anyway,
Is that how you see it?
to me, because whoever is willing to do something may ask questions, will make inquiry about that thing.
Of
That how
course.
does it go? But somebody that doesn't care, a carefree attitude person, yes,
A carefree person.
a carefree person wouldn't give a damn. There is a man, he's supposed to do this, he's supposed to do that. So she wouldn't care if he does those things.
But is it necessary for a woman to fed up a bills during a date? Does that speak well of the man?
There's nothing bad in a woman taking up the bills.
Should that depends on who is calling for a date? Because definitely one person would suggest a date, and for the other person to also come in acceptance of the date to say, okay, let's fix it this way or this day. But first, one person would have to come up with the idea of date. So is it not fair if you are the one coming up with the idea of date, which mostly men does, coming up with the idea of dates, because they want to go in, because date is where you want to showcase yourself.
Oh yes, that
You,
you are
you not go
capable.
you not go showcase what they sell. Date is where you want to showcase yourself. So if you want to showcase yourself in a date, of course you must have thought it well, plan towards it financially. Anyhow, you may want to put it to look beautiful. I think a man should always, be fair and pay for date at all time.
Well, that's good, and it's a very good point. Now, as a man, you should be able to stand in.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
But I've seen ladies that will be like, no, I need him. I need this guy. I can take up certain things on my own. I just need him to be for me. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And it will be a situation whereby she will just say, no, I want to do this. You can do that. I need to talk to you. We spoke about discussion,
yeah.
communication.
Communication in relationship.
No,
Yeah.
when some woman needs to communicate with their guy. They don't care about who pays the bill.
But
They are ready to pay the bill.
But it depends. There is a date. So if we're talking about a date, that means they are not getting to know each other. They are not
Which
yet in a
communication
relationship.
will come in?
Yeah, communication will come in. But do you think communication would come in at that very early stage of, won't that be awkward? Okay, anytime we go for a date, can I pay for dates? That will be awkward because they're not getting to know each other.
I see it as the approach you take into the date. That same approach will reflect in your communication. Do you get it? So your approach to the date. Yeah. Am I going to the date just to have fun? I'm going to the date with this guy that I feel is just good enough for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get to know some fact about him.
Yeah.
Probably I can give him some good consideration.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
A date is not about hitting. A date is not about just having fun alone. A date should come up with good discussions, transparency, fact, truth.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So in that situation, when the date comes in, and this lady is like, I'm in for much deal than just going there to hit. Let me settle his bill. I want him to see me as a proper lady. I want him to see me as I'm up to the task. But I need to get the fact from him. And in a way, you know, when a lady step in to take up certain tasks, right in front of the guy, I'm sure the guy will have a good notion about her.
I think in that aspect, I would like to come in. Men think differently. If you go on a date with a man, on the first date, probably second date, and you want to be this lovely lady to pay the bills, men have these instincts of ego in them. The idea of him being a man, immediately, somehow, mentally, it switches. It switches in a way that what is opposing for the lady initially, him trying to be a man and trying to dominate. Yeah, I like that. I think I like that word, dominate. Trying to dominate, be in charge. It switches. So it's now in a way of, I don't think I can be what I really want to be with this lady. Let me step back a bit. And at that point, most men could really, really fall back instead of stepping back. You know, stepping back does not mean you are falling back. You know, let me step back and really watch what is going on here. But most men at that point could fall back. The communication from that moment after that date, it could switch because he thought it's coming to be, because like we both agreed from the beginning, that the reason why you go out with a lady, taking her on a date, is because you want her to know you are in charge.
Oh, yes.
And in my opinion, if you still want her to know you are in charge, in my opinion, at least first, second, third date, maybe, and which possibly could lead to a relationship, I think that if, in my opinion, if any woman or a lady wants to start showing to that guy that she's also financially capable of taking care of certain responsibilities, I think that should come in a relationship.
No,
you know, date does not mean we are in a relationship.
Oh, yes.
We are still getting to know each other, eating free food, though.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But I think we need to understand individual differences.
Okay.
Things you would do neutrally without knowing me, you are still going to do it anyway. And so if I'm a lady, if this is my way of life, meeting a guy wouldn't stop me from doing things I would do for myself naturally.
I understand what you said, but in communication, this is also a communication. The way you react with your son, with a friend, with an uncle, colleague, whoever, you have different behaviors of how you react with people.
Oh, yes.
And that is life. It is normal. It's in us. The way I would talk to a mate, a conductor, is not the way I would talk to the driver.
Oh, yes.
That is natural in man.
Oh, yes.
That is communication.
Oh, yes.
But then, don't you also think that what I would do for myself naturally, may be different from what I would do now? Because this is a lady I want to get to know. I may not be my neutral self in this aspect, because in this aspect, there is a way you do it.
Oh, yes. Oh,
and
yes.
which I think everybody have do it that way.
Sure.
You know, because the question here is that the guy took her on a date for the first time. So she wants to know if she should just go along with the flow, or she has, now, you see what she's trying to do there, or she has to behave in another manner to be a nice girl on the second date. That means it may not necessarily come from a mind or a heart. It may not necessarily come from her heart. That may not be her naturally. She may feel it's normal for a man to just fed the bills on a date. But she wants to know, should she do this other one so that people will not say that the first date you went, you ate for free. Second one, you are going again, you want to go and eat for free. In my opinion, in that aspect, she should follow the process. There are processes in everything. There is a relationship. Because if a guy take you on a date, that's a communication too as well. You can't tell a guy that took you on a date after eating on the first, second, third date is now showing interest by speaking out his interest now. You are not telling him, oh, you never knew that's what he meant. That's where some ladies could be thieves there. That's where they come out to be thieves because these are process. These are process. And if a guy takes you on a date, that's a communication there. He took you on a second date, that's a communication there because he's the one paying for those dates. He's the one either picking you up or doing whatever it takes to make sure the date goes successfully. So if you are a lady, the best thing I think you can do there, instead of you handing over money to the guy or offering to pay for whatever it is you guys have spent there, in my opinion, as I will tell her to always and at all time be financially ready whenever she's going on a date because anything can happen.
Good.
Anything can happen. Good. So if you are a man in that aspect, in my opinion, if you are a man in that aspect, continue to be the man financially. And if you feel that on the first date and the second date you took her out and you paid for the bills, and you feel on a third date you want to check out something, you could seek a concert in bringing part of whatever. Find a way to just throw it to her. Oh, there, can I just get some 200 cedis there or 100 cedis just to add up to whatever I think I left. You can lie there as well. You can lie.
Of course. Decent
because
lies.
There is the process. Decent lie. There is a process. Relationship has a process. Don't think because you have to be the nice guy and then because while trying to be the nice guy at all time, you are also building a personality in a mind of who you are. So if she goes on a date with you the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, you're paying for all the bills. My dear, don't come and one day tell the girl, and you say if you don't pay. No. That's what you thought are. Let her know you from those days because dates are communications to us, like we said. And which we have in every relationship. We've spoken about infidelity, which causes divorces. We've spoken about our communication, lack of communication, which causes divorces. So going on a date with a lady is a communication. That aspect alone is a communication. So if you've gone on a date with a guy, you should know yourself. First date, second date, third date, he likes me. So if you're the one who does not like this man on the first date, second date, third date.
I would say second date.
On the second date. I mean, the first one, there's a saying that when you do something the first time and it's a mistake, the second time you intentionally did it. So the first one could be an error. The second one, he could intentionally did it. But the third one, now you know he did the second one intentionally. On third one, be bold as a lady and ask him, we've been on a date like this is the third time we're coming on a date. You took care of the bill. Be bold enough as a lady and ask him, what exactly are you leading this conversation to?
Yes.
Do you agree with me?
I love your explanation so far. But there's something I believe we need to consider, our financial personalities.
Okay.
I know some ladies are out there, all they need from a man purely is that man that will be with them, that will be beside them all the time. They want the guy to spend on them, actually.
Okay.
They are also ready to make their own contributions.
Okay.
In that situation, she might be more than willing.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been on a date with this guy the first time, he paid. On the second time, he paid. This time around. Oh, she might even pick her phone and call him. Guy, we are going out on this date. I'm taking up the bills.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I'm taking up it.
That's beautiful.
I want to see you. I want to talk to you.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Some ladies will understand your body language. They will even come up with it. We will hear the first time we went to social place, the second time. This is the third time. I have my time. I have my precious time to me. I sense you like me. There's no big deal there. Do you get it? Yeah. And the guy might feel like, oh, yes, Yes, I'm trying to. And don't forget, some guys might be doing these things continuously just to understand the kind of lady she is.
Going on regular dates,
On regular dates, just to understand certain things about her.
Yeah.
He wouldn't mind to spend the money.
Yeah.
I want to see how she will react to this.
Yeah.
I want to see how she will feel about this.
Yeah.
So if she just sit there, she might be missing it. Do you get it? So she doesn't have to wait for the guy to do everything. Just speak out. Try to do something and let him speak. If it's okay with him, let him talk.
That's if the lady also wants to go into a relationship with him.
That is there. That's why I said the guy might be observing her. The guy may want to know how she feels about the situation on
the lady
ground.
too is observing. Don't let us forget. The lady
Yes,
is
it's
observing.
vice versa. They are both observing.
Yeah.
But how that called you for a date, I know where I'm going, actually.
You know, I don't know.
I know where I'm going.
You
So
can take a lady on a casual date.
that's why before she could agree to go on a date with this guy,
Yeah.
she should be up to the task. You said it the other time. Make sure you have some money on you.
Yeah, just in case.
I may have my ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Probably taking you out on a date, trying to take my observations about you. I may want to know your personality when it comes to money, when it comes to spending. Are you a spendthrift? Are you reserved when it comes to money?
Yeah.
Are you a good manager of money? Are you somebody that is ready to just spend it as a whole the way it comes?
Yeah.
Do you get it? Are you somebody that will tell me, sorry, we took this the other time. You bought this the other time. Now we can easily go for drinks. I think I'm okay with drinks.
Yeah.
I don't want every food. I don't want to eat that much.
Yeah.
I might be taking my observation. Okay, will she check me if I want to spend this, if I want to spend that? If I call for this, will she ask me, that's okay, no, don't do this, don't go for that? The guy might be like, okay, after the first date, the second date, the third date, she doesn't care. She just wants me to spend a whole lot of money.
It depends. It depends.
That's why I said. That's why I say
they are both observing.
They are both observing.
Because you are a man. You took this lady for a date, and you should know. You see, don't let us try to romance what shouldn't be romanced here. It's not any lady's fault, in my opinion. If you are a man, if we understand that men usually want to ask for a date first, usually,
yes.
which is normal, which is beautiful. It's even the best thing to do. Ask
yes.
for a date, go for a
yes.
shoot.
Oh yes.
Now you seek for a date. There are ways you spend on a date that determines or speaks of a relationship. There are ways you spend on a date that says that, Ava, I just want sleep. Oh, I don't get time for love. Oh. There are ways you spend money on a date. There are ways you carry yourself on a date. She knows the language is communication.
Yes.
The whole process shows to the girl. Although you may be this, expendatory person that still meant well, but then 60% or 70% of the lady, because women, they meet a whole lot of men.
Oh yes.
And why women understand men much better is because they meet a whole lot of men.
Oh yes.
It's easier for a woman and very comfortable for a woman to speak to 10 men at the same time.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But very difficult for a man to accommodate 3 women communicating at the same time.
No.
He will get confused.
Oh yes.
He wouldn't know. He would get
Oh
confused.
no. Women are very, very good in that.
They are
aspect.
good in that. So now, because they are good in that, the way you're spending the money on the first day, the way you spent, she noticed. She took a note. She saw your reaction. On the second date, where you're taking her to as well, because you planned for the date, you called for the date the second time, where you took her to as well, does not speak like somebody who is looking for a relationship.
Yes, no
You
matter
see,
what the situation
location
may be. Location matters.
It matters.
I understand you.
Yeah.
Location matters. But the situation here is this. There should be checks and balances in every situation.
But if a lady knows and lady understands these situations, if she understands these languages and understands location, now for her to want to bring money out of her pocket to support on any other next date is off, because she knows that the locations you're taking her to, it shows now sleep you won't sleep. You know what I mean by sleep? You know what I mean by sleep? You won't sleep.
Of course, the situation when you pick a lady to a very sensitive, location,
Yeah.
a very good recreational center, she should understand this goes beyond the date.
And so she wouldn't want to come up with any money.
Yes, she may not want to come up with any money,
any-
but
any
she
reasonable-
may.
any
You
reasonable
see, there's
man will
nothing.
not come up with
There's
any
nothing
money.
bad in her telling you.
You are coming to sleep. A lady will not
I'm
spend
not talking
money.
about sleeping here. I'm talking about a proper place.
Look at, okay, good locations now.
Good recreational
Okay.
centers.
All right.
Do you get it?
Because men need to understand locations matters.
No, location matters.
It matters.
When you pick a lady to a very nice environment where you can have full detailed discussion, she should know this is more than just
Yeah,
hanging out.
Know. She should know.
This is more than hanging out. That this guy meant business.
She would
They are sensitive to issues around. They are very sensitive to
Women.
issues around. Of course, they know locations. They know
locations.
how this is. They know how that
Of
is.
course,
So
of
when she
course.
gets to a very good environment where she sees men and women with high calibers, then she recognizes how that
This man is
place
looking
is.
for a relationship.
So in that situation, she should be able to, display her true character. Oh, guy, let's talk. We want to eat. Good. Let us refresh. But this shouldn't be too much, because I understand some men wouldn't mind. They can just do the spending.
Just be
Yes.
this nice man, this
Yes,
nice guy.
they want to know what our opinion about the spending will be. You can't dictate what my way of handling issues will be.
Yeah.
It might be like, okay, let me do the spending.
Yeah.
If she's going to tell me, no, this is okay, it's okay, now I'm okay, I'm full, no, I don't want this, don't spend that, let's talk. That's okay, I need just drink, let's take drinks, let's discuss, and we talk. Then we come to a good conclusion.
Yeah.
If she's the type that's why some men, easily conclude that a lady is a gold digger, because they'll be like, oh, what she wants is the money, just for you to spend. Ask her this question, she doesn't have anything to contribute. Ask her this, she doesn't have anything to say. But when it comes to money, she's ready to spend the money. So in a nutshell, it will conclude this lady doesn't need me, I'm off. But when a guy see a very sensible lady, when we see intelligent ladies, we know this is intelligent.
Of course, men knows. Yeah. Although men are not capable of talking to a lot of women at the same time.
But when we see an intelligent lady, we know this lady is intelligent.
Men
and a man that needs an intelligent lady will go to the extreme to just make sure he establish a friendship with her, if not relationship, immediately.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So when you present yourself as a lady as not being so sensitive to some matters, when you're not so intelligent enough for him, the guy will pull out.
So do you think it's okay for a lady to also, during a date where the man has not come up with his opinion or his intention, when the man has not come up with his intention for the purpose of that date, do you think a lady should fed up the second date, pay for the bills of the second date or third date?
She should ask questions.
On the second date?
Of course, why not? When
so you're saying the first one can be casual?
Can be neutral, can be anything. But the second day, she should be able to let the guy know that the first time we were here, the second time we are here, very decent location. Why am I here? Why am I here?
Why are we here? Why
are we here?
Day? The first one, I thought it was casual.
Why are we here?
The second one, what are your intentions?
Then easily, I would think, oh, she threw it at me. Then why are we here? Of course. Why are we here?
Why are we here? Which is a question 90% women
won't ask.
Would never ask.
No, you should. Why are we here?
Communication.
Why are we here?
Yeah, never ask.
If a lady asks me that, then I'll know this lady knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. So from there,
first, she doesn't want to waste her time.
Yeah.
Then she needs to know the facts about my bringing her to that location.
So there. All right. The second question is, how long do I need to wait to start billing a guy after I say yes to him? So now, you just said yourself, why are we here? Why are we here? The girl don't ask, why are we here now? The guy don't talk, say, now relationship. So the girl has asked now. You said the girl should be intelligent. And you said, again, men know intelligent ladies when they meet one.
Oh, yes.
Now, he's met intelligent lady. Classic, wonderful lady with high heels, with eyelashes.
Oh, good.
Spanish, is it Spanish nails or whatever?
Things.
So now she's asked a very simple, but then delicate question. Very delicate question. Because this question can go two ways. You may like this guy. In your own opinion, you like this guy. The answer you're wishing he could tell you or he could say is, we are here because I think you should know I like you.
Mm-hmm.
And that answer could go the other way too as well.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Oh,
we
yes,
just,
of
oh,
course.
come on, we just, yeah, really,
just to
come
catch
on,
fun.
can't we, you know, when I get home from work, I'm tired.
man.
Oh, come on, just, which could be disappointing.
Oh,
Which could be
yes.
disappointing.
Oh, yes.
So now, let's assume that the guy narrated his own side of the whole equation, telling the lady why they are there. And why they are there leads to a relationship. Now she wants to know, how long do I need to wait to start billing a guy after I said yes to him?
Well, she doesn't have to wait any long or longer.
Because they are not in a relationship.
Yes, in my own opinion, as a lady, you should be able to come up with constructive,
Reason.
ideologies about business, projects, things you can present to him that it will be like, wow, this is wonderful.
In a relationship.
In a relationship, we are talking about, he had opened up that I brought you here to discuss with you on a relationship.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Then this is a lady that felt, okay, if this is a guy I can date,
Yeah.
let me share. It may not be about money initially.
Yeah.
It might be about his ideas.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get it?
No, she's specific.
She is specific.
How long do I need to wait to start billing a guy after I say yes to him?
That's why I said it doesn't have to be anything long or longer.
Okay, because it's about billing. Billing is money.
Billing is money. That's why I said she needs to be constructive with it.
In ideas.
Oh yes.
Don't just wake up and just tell the guy, give him.
Just
I need
making
for what?
unnecessary demands.
I like that.
If she's constructive with her, opinions, she can bring in business ideas. She can bring in this, then back it up with her own needs. Okay, I would like to do this. This will cost me this. I would like to do this. Do you have any idea about this business? Then at the back of it, I need this for my personal needs. Do you get it? So the guy will be like, okay, she needs this. That's good. She wants to do this. It's very sensible guy. Will bring down his potentials. Okay, let's discuss it. This business can earn you this. If we do it together, it can earn us this. It's your business. It's your idea. I can support you with these qualities.
Yeah.
Then we can back it up with money. On what you say you need, I may not be able to give you the whole thing, but I'll give you 50%. The guy knowing what this lady wants to do will bring in fortune.
To her.
To her.
Because it's a relationship.
It's a relationship. Oh, my lady is aspiring for success. It's different from my lady is making unnecessary demands on me.
But can't she just need up like money for lashes?
Oh, was she just expecting a guy to just come in and start putting abuse on the guy? Was she not working?
It's a relationship now.
It's a relationship. That doesn't mean you should just put the whole lot of bills on him. How do you want him to see you?
Okay.
That's why some of them get disappointed when they say a guy is stingy. He's not being stingy. Are you a good manager of money? The guy is not stingy. If this is a guy that runs his business on loans, he knows value of money.
Okay.
He knows what being prudent is all about.
So you're saying men that knows the value of money would give money out to whoever they're in a relationship with for a reason.
For a good reason. You come up with a business idea, the guy sees it to be a very good one. He has an understanding about the business and is ready to support you.
Yeah.
Then you present your need to him. Then he's like, of course, if my lady is going to do this kind, she needs to change her wardrobe. She needs to get this done for herself. She needs to do this. A very good reason. The guy will go there and support her. But when you start coming with nail today, you come with Brazilian hair tomorrow, you come with Chinese
unnecessary bills.
Chinese jargons tomorrow, then the guy will be like, what's all this about?
So now we spoke about communication, which could still come in
Communications come in at all times.
So now, if you are the type that bills your guy, this new guy, you said yes to, and you guys are now in a relationship like 3 months now, and you start billing him unnecessarily, and he just gives you unnecessarily, should the girl know there that this is just casual thing?
It's just, in fact, do you know certain things I love?
That a reasonable man would not just be giving this.
You see, I love some guys for these things. They wouldn't mind whatever your bill is. They will ask you, just put it on me. He doesn't need you.
He doesn't need
He
you.
knows what is
What
gaining. He knows what is after. So he doesn't care about what you bring to him.
Okay.
And when time comes, he will push her away. Then she'll be saying men are bad, men are this. The guy doesn't need you in the first place.
Okay, now, I know we're talking about finance in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you would want to say a lady should be also to have something doing.
Definitely.
Of course, you want to say that.
Oh, yes.
But are you now saying that if a lady does not have anything doing, does she not have the right to be in a relationship?
If a guy doesn't have money and anything doing,
So it comes
does
from
he
the guy.
have the right to be in a relationship at all?
Because mostly is a man who initiated the relationship in the first place.
Mostly. Then relationship is not meant for one person, it's meant for two persons.
Two people, yeah.
So which means a guy can need the help of his lady at any point in time. So are you saying she should just sit there, fit on whatever the guy brings, and if economical situation take tolls on the guy, then they will be left
With nothing.
with nothing.
Because she does not have anything doing to
Because
as
she
well.
doesn't have anything doing. No. So either as a man or a woman, if you're not doing anything, don't go near it.
So she don't enter a relationship.
Not at all.
So how they will come release Konji?
It's their headache anyway. But if you know you want to go into a relationship that may lead to marriage, get yourself engaged with something
Doing. Be financially capable.
to what a notable extent.
Yeah, don't come and put your pressure on a man.
If the guy says he's up to the task, good. You should have something. Let yours be backup.
Yeah,
So in case things go other way around,
yeah.
you can stand in the gap.
For the
For
man.
the two of you.
So there is no timing for when a woman can start billing a man. It's all about communication.
It's all about communication and understanding.
If
Okay,
the
I
reason
meet
why-
you for the first time. We talk to a very good extent. And I'm like, oh, I've seen the kind of guy you are. Can you help me with this business idea? You are not talking about money there. When you present it to him, a very sensitive guy will tell you,
Of course
what
you
this,
need money.
What this lady has said, she would need money. Okay, let me make my findings on that idea, on that business idea. Then when he came to conclusion, you can easily call her, oh, babe, what you said the other time, I think it will require this, it will require this. What's your plan about it? Do you have any money with you? I'm ready to support you with this.
Yeah.
Then at the back of his mind, he will know he's building a relationship. He wanted to go into a relationship initially. Now he's building the relationship. I've seen a situation, this lady said, I can't leave the guy. The guy can't leave me except if I leave. But I'm not going to leave him. I'm not going to trade his loyalty for anything. The guy has been so wonderful. He supported me with this business. In fact, he's everything about whatever I may be today. So I'm not going to leave him. They've invested in that relationship.
Now, is that not as well a very bad commitment? What if the lady falls out of interest along the line in a relationship? Because not all relationships are supposed to lead into marriage. Now, if the lady, I love where you dive into, if a lady now is either out of sight in a relationship, or the man as well is out of sight in that relationship, won't that financial commitment they have together now be a toll on either of them now not want to leave the relationship, which would be enslaved on them?
Yes. You see,
That's why most ladies don't like to bring their business ideas to the man they are with in the relationship. They just want to find an avenue to collect money and use it for whatever they want to use it for. Because some men too could be deceptive in this way.
Oh, yes.
He's doing it not because he's in a relationship. He's doing it because he already feels in his mind the girl will marry him. So he feels the
yes.
girl should be entitled to him to marriage because he has invested.
so then in the first place, why do you want to share your business idea with a man you know you are not going to need in the end? Why do you want to get him engaged with your issues?
You are concluding it that the lady is not going to need the guy. She does not know she was not going to need the guy anymore at a later point in life. She's in a relationship right now. She's happy in that relationship right now. She loves the guy genuinely right now. Of course, she would. The money will pass and
Oh, yes,
it's normal.
yes.
They will spend money. It's normal.
So why does she just fall out of the love for the guy?
It happens. It's this nature. We live on earth. This nature. People fall out of love. This nature. We can't be ignorant of that. This nature. So now she's in that relationship right now. Let's assume a year relationship for a year now, and she falls out of that love now, won't the guy use the fact that I opened this business for you, I did this business for you, so you can't leave me, using that as a threat on the lady, which wants to make some ladies keep their business idea to themselves and find a way to just cough out money from the man during the genuine relationship, but then you gave me money, that was money you gave me, not in my business. I was smart enough to invest it in my business. Because the moment a woman is being plain about her business ideas, and you start funding her business ideas, you are automatically telling her she can't leave you. Let's be genuine about that.
Yes, you are right.
And she has right to leave.
I read a book not too long about a lady that said, guys, don't invest into any business for any lady you have not married. He said, the moment you know you may not marry her or your relationship may not end in marriage, don't invest for her. You are not a father. You can only invest for your wife. So in a nutshell, she's trying to say, it doesn't worth it at all in any way. That is it. So if you know as a lady that, okay, this guy is giving you money, either money or material, and you are investing it into your business. Smartly. If you thought you may not marry this guy and you get to marry him in the end, then this guy discovered you've been hiding certain things from him.
Hiding like what?
Your business, your financial strength, your... Call it anything.
That's not hiding. The guy knows this lady has a business or is about to go into business, but she is not using that business as a key reason why she needs money from him.
But the reason she's going to need money for business wouldn't be just a small amount. We are talking about business here. We are talking about money she can put into her business.
No, she can.
That would be worth a fortune.
She can put $100 in her business. She can start a business with a $50. And ladies are so smart that she could also have her savings too as well. We are not talking about a lady who is not working here. We've already spoken that it's nice for a lady to have a job, have something doing. But then in a relationship, the question is, when can I start billing my boyfriend?
Of course.
That's your boyfriend. You have every right to his goodies he can give to you.
Just as he has every right to every...
Yes, just as he has every right to every dee-dun-dee.
Oh, yes.
So are we not going to say that if the guy wants to fall out of the relationship tomorrow, which could also be on guy, would the girl come and say, or would the lady now come and say that after all the dee-dun-dee, you want to leave me? Which we...
You see, that what you said reminded me of something. A woman, it's marriage, said, I'm divorcing my husband. He said he doesn't need me again. But that certificate he has belongs to two of us. Because it was after we got married that he decided to go back to school. So I have a share of that certificate. And as a boyfriend or as a girlfriend, if you have concrete evidence that I sent money to her, this is a bank notification to her account at so time, this is what your fortune, and she said she doesn't need me again. You could get certain share of whatever she have.
That's a force. That's force. Let me tell you why it's force. I watch this lady, Judge Judy. Judy.
Oh yes.
These things happen on Judge Judy's, a courtroom.
When you have evidence
all the time. This is what Judge Judy always says, that whatever, you know how she talks. Hey man, come on, don't be a bit, sit right. You were in love with her when you gave her this, and you were also doing something with her during that relationship. You had all the dee-dun-dee with her.
Oh yes.
So whatever you gave then, it's a gift, unless you have a written agreement. So
good.
So whatever you give in a relationship, you give it.
It's a gift.
Which how many man?
It's same Judge Judy that said, oh, when you were dating him, you were staying in his house. Do you pay water bills? Do you pay light bills? Do you pay this? No. Do you pay that? No. Oh, woman, come on. He said when you were dating him, he was taking up this task for you, was doing that for you. You were not working, and he was going to pay all the bills. Now he did this. You said he gave that to you as gift. You have done this. Do you think it should go that way? No. He owns this. This belongs to him. So return this to him. Return this to him. Your claim is... I've seen situations where he said you have no claim against him. That's Judge Judy for you.
And
Do you get it?
I've also seen situation whereby the man wants to hold the woman ransom because he spent money on her during the relationship. The same Judge Judy told the man, hey, my friend, man up. Were you not having sex with her? 2 years of being with you, were you not touching her? Now, who is going to carry the whole mess that you have already, all the damage? But anyway, I think the point of this whole discussion is that if a lady is in a relationship with a man, she feels that she has a certain right to ask him or demand for or make a request.
Make a request. Let's use make a request.
Make a request, money. That's a right.
Of course.
That's a good right in a relationship.
She's in a good position to make request.
She's in a good position to make a request. But you need to be careful for this lady who asked this question. You need to be careful that men are investors.
Oh yes.
And men are business minded at all times. And men don't like to be called a loser. So if you're demanding money from a man in a relationship because you feel, well, he loves me, I see the way he cares me and all that, and you want to use that opportunity to be asking him for money, you need to make sure that whatever you are asking of is not for a purpose of a business. Because when you are because ladies are very smart now. They know that good men love to fund business ideas.
Oh yes.
So most ladies will bring business ideas because they know you would fund it.
Oh yes.
When a man is funding a business idea on your behalf, that man is investing into your future.
Oh yes.
And men don't like to be called a loser, like I said from the beginning.
No.
So in that aspect, if you want to fall out of that relationship, that man has every right to tell you, okay, so give me what I gave you for the business. Most men that are unable to carry it is emotional trauma.
Oh yes.
Not all men are stronger.
Oh no.
So that's why you see the ones that are unable to carry that aspect of losing
to handle the pressure
will tell you, yes, let's split the business into two. I invested into it. This is what I invested. Give me my money. You have to give it to them. You have to give them their money back.
You refund his money.
Yeah, you have to refund his money. So the best way, so if you are out there, you are a lady, and you feel you are in a relationship and you want to start billing this man, you feel is your right because you guys are doing the dee-dun-dee. And don't forget, the dee-dun-dee also benefits you too.
Two of you, of course. It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation in that aspect. So 50% there. So this other 50% you guys have here, whereby you feel that it's your right to now ask for money from him. You need to be careful the kind of requests you're making financially. Oh, yes. And we all know that if it's not going to be business, your bill should not be more than $50 at most. Because it's not business you are bringing on board anymore. What would you need money for? You wouldn't need money for anything reasonable. If not to take care of yourself, to look after yourself, shopping, groceries, and now groceries, during the relationship, you need groceries and you need all that, whatever, internet bundle, $50 at most. And then he will keep paying for the date because he knows that you are not going anywhere with him. Because men understand that, which also commits men so much. Men understand that the moment you start bringing those business proposals on the table, they know you want to build something with them. Oh, yes. And for them to start funding those ideas you're bringing on the table, they know within themselves that even though they were lying to you, now, it be like say,
truth needs to come out.
The feeling needs to be real now because this business I'm funding. Men are like that. Oh, yes. What do you say? What's the
Yes, that is it. You see, that's why I said when a lady is constructive in her request, when a lady is brilliant, she's able to come up with a good idea, business idea. In fact, when she make requests, if it's for her normal needs, when she make this request that the guy feel, oh, this is not bad, this is not so bad, this is, after all, over this couple of months, she has been so wonderful. Then she needs this amount now. No, I should be able to give it to her.
Yeah, reasonable man.
A reasonable man. Do you know, over this couple of months, she has been so wonderful. No, at least I can tell anybody the kind of lady she is. Yeah. Then he will be more than willing to do that. I know guys that build houses on their wife's name. You get it? They have done a lot of things without looking back because of the confidence, the assurance they have in the lady. No, she's not the type. That's why I said when you don't, when you make on, all these unnecessary demands now, it will put you there.
Yeah, it will leave you there.
Yeah, that's why.
And men are good with that, but women don't know that.
It will just put you there. That's where she belongs.
Be nice.
No, it will put you there.
A man can be nice with you for as long as he can be nice with you.
You get it?
He knows where you are.
Oh yes. But the moment he realizes, oh no, this is not a lady I can joke with. She's up to the task. That's another one that she's up to the task. She can do it herself. But she's asking me now, or she doesn't have it, but I know if she has it, she's going to do it for herself. If she has it, I'm sure she's going to do it for herself.
So such lady, a man would willingly want to be there for her. Well, you've heard it yourself. I hope we've been able to answer some of your questions, our audience out there. Our first question is it okay to pay for the second date after the first one was paid by him? Well, it's okay. It depends. What you want for yourself. If you feel he's somebody you like, it's okay for you to voice out on the third date at least. Guy, what's up? The first one you paid, second one you paid. Come on, let me know what you want. What is all this going up and down? It's nice for you to be open. That way, you even asking him to man up, which men love about women. When a woman tries to remind a man how man he can be, I think that is a mark there for you, the lady. So you are asking him to be a man, to speak up, which is good. Our second question for the day is, when should I start billing my guy? Well, it's up to you two again. You know what you want for yourself. If he's the type you want to get married to, my dear, bring your business idea on the table. Let him fund it. If you know within you, he's not the type you would love to get married to, you're just having fun for the moment, don't ever bring business idea on the table. You don't have fun with someone's money. With business. Business is not fun. Business is a serious matter. So be careful when asking a man for money. Know where you stand in that relationship. Know where he is placed you in that relationship before you start demanding or making requests of material things and all that. Well, it's nice spending time with you guys today. They're done. Nice having a great conversation with you
welcome
today.
to Froze.
This is the Froze Podcast, Voice of the People.